a person, or you can say jiva, keeps chanting this mantra called Hamsa mantra. And it may appear as academic because this is something called Ajapā japa. Continuously it is happening. Then you may say, what is the need of doing japa? I don't need. Because anyway, the ultimate mantra, that is called Hamsa, when that is being chanted, and that too 21,600 times in a day, including while I am sleeping, then what is the point of chanting my given mantra? Please understand, until and unless you chant your regular mantra, your guru given mantra, with your lifestyle, remember this Hamsa mantra is not going to have any effect in your life. Hamsa mantra will continue by itself. It's not in this life. God knows in how many lives you have been chanting. It is continuously happening, but it has no impact in you because you have not put effort for your growth. That's why when I put effort for my growth, then only growth happens. But in my day-to-day life, I never put effort for my growth. Yes, I put effort for my insecurity. All my efforts, observe all the effort that you put. How much effort do you put for your growth? And how much effort do you put for your insecurity? In fact, whole life you only put effort to, strengthen your insecurity in the name of overcoming your insecurity. That's why you run away, you escape, you manage, you suppress, you do this, you do that. At the end of the day, what happens? You remain as stupid as you are. Only helplessness increases. Very nicely, it is being said that when I do not work with me for my growth, I am more engrossed with the world. I will give a beautiful example that becomes easier for you to understand. Especially middle-aged couple and Indian couple that too went to a jewelry shop, and somehow they saw one particular gold necklace. The lady saw, said, look, this necklace I would like to have it. But the owner said, I'm sorry, this is the one piece. In fact, already it has been ordered, so we cannot give today. But however, give us 7 days time. We'll make it another one and give you. So the lady said, okay, fine. And they went back. After 7 days, of course, wife reminded husband, look, you have to go and collect that necklace. We have ordered. Now this man goes, and the shop owner seeing this says, look, I'm sorry, that is not ready. What happened? Actually, the goldsmith who was making, he has gone for holidays. I don't think he's going to come back. So there is some issue. But I'll give you a different design, better one. Then he said, look, it's not my problem. Problem is with my wife. No, you can convince, and especially that was just 5 grams. This is 10 grams, double. Definitely seeing this big one, she may like it. And it's a very good design. And of course, men somehow gets convinced because they look at investment angle, okay? Okay, instead of 5 grams, 10 grams, no problem. Wife will be happy seeing the 10 gram of gold. Now, the husband bought it. Now, after buying, when he comes back to the home, what happens to wife? Seeing this, no, this is not the necklace that we ordered. How did you bring this? Do you have eyes? Then the man says, look, I know, we have discussed, but that was not available. And the person did not come back. That's why the person has given better one. In fact, it is a double. No, so what? I am interested in that particular design. You did not understand me. You understand? You don't have taste. Starts fighting. This is one example. Another example. A person was worshipping especially Ganapati Bhagavan. And he was very poor and discovered that Ganapati Bhagavan, please understand, the statue is made up of gold. Now what happens to him? Now he does not know what to do. He said, look, any God is a God, but I need some money. If I can, sell it and get some other statue, and in a different way, it will be okay. God have no problem, neither I have problem, okay? You use your logic. And this Ganapati was being seated on this Mushika Vahana, okay, rat. Very nice. And he goes to the shop. This goldsmith looks at, are you sure to sell? Yes. Now what has to do? First has to rub, to test whether it is gold or not, and what is the carat and what not. The purity of the gold. Carat is called purity of gold. And discovers it's beautiful. Absolutely no problem. Then what happens? Then says, look, now the money I would like to give you, that for 5 grams, okay, sorry, I made a mistake, for 50 grams, because this, for Ganapati, I'll give you 5 lakhs. Whereas, for rat, I'll give 7 lakhs. The person goes crazy. How is it possible? Hey, Ganapati, the god, gets only 5 lakhs, whereas it's Bahana, the chariot, where is being seated, that gets 7 lakhs. How is it possible? The goldsmith said, look, for you it is Ganapati, for you it is rat. Whereas for me what? It is gold. Ganapati is smaller, less, whereas rat is bigger. So I will pay you based on the gold, not based on the akaram or the things that you have. I hope you understand these 2 examples which is applicable in our day-to-day life. So when I don't put effort to see my growth. I am more interested to take care of my insecurity. I am more interested in Jagat. Whereas, when I put effort to see my growth, I will be interested in Ishvaraha. This is the difference. And we call this as cause-effect relationship. So if you are a gross in your thinking, you will be more interested in this visible world. Whereas when you are elevated, you will be more interested in Ishvara's work. That's why japa or this Gayatri japa will be saying Ajapā Gayatrī japam. To be recognized only when you are doing your japa regularly. Not once in a while, whenever you feel like. And Swamiji, it is like, in America there's a very nice film. Some of them cook once in a week. And after cooking once in a week, what they do? They freeze it. And especially they say, both wife and husband, we are working. What can we do? And this is not only America, all over the world. This is the situation. Very sad. Both have to work to survive. Not olden days, okay? In India, including also. And so there is no time for us. So what we do? Sunday is a free day. So let us cook everything, put in the freeze. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Then come back, reheat and eat. What a beautiful way of living, eh? Good. Who are we to talk? When they enjoy this food, allow them to enjoy. In fact, this is one of the main reasons of obesity in USA or in city life. There are many other reasons. This is one of the major reasons, what I observe. And imagine, if a person is having old food reheated, if you talk to that person about subtle energy, will that person be able to understand anything? It is just waste of time. Maybe that person will start giving a lecture on you. No, this is not nutrition, this, that, all these things. You understand the concept? So also, japa and this ajapa japa. Why I am stressing this point today? Unless you have your lifestyle, unless you really follow certain things that are to be followed, please understand, whatever we are going to discuss now, nothing is going to enter. It will be just mere information. Continue. Ajapā Gayatrī Yoginam mokṣadayini asya sankalpamatreṇa sarvapapi pramujyate. Each is very powerful here. He says, look, this Hamsa mantra that keeps continuing in me, and it is not being talked at all. And this, without chanting, it continues spontaneously. And this is called as Gayatri. Ajapā Gayatrī. So why it is called Gayatri first? So those who have been doing Gayatri mantra, I hope this much. So do you chant Gayatri mantra or you chant Savitri mantra? How many of you chant Gayatri mantra? First I want to know. No. It's okay. Wrong. All of you are wrong. All of you are wrong. How many of you chant Gayatri mantra? At least being with me this much, you have to understand, okay? Nakul wrong, Rosa wrong, Elio wrong. After listening to me so long, if this much knowledge you don't have, then what are you people doing, okay? Minimum information, okay? Please understand. What you call as a Gayatri mantra you are chanting, it is not Gayatri, it is Savitri. What is Devata? Is it Gayatri Devata? It is Savitru Devata. Common sense, okay? And Nakul, how did you initiate your child? This is what I have my own doubt, okay? That's why before being a guru, minimum things to be learned, okay? Not culturally hand over the mantra. So this is called Savitri mantra, not Gayatri mantra. Popularly known as Gayatri because it happens to be in Gayatri Chandas. That's why when you do your Savitri mantra, you have to chant in that Chandas. You cannot sing, you cannot make any mess. Is it clear? Being in Gayatri meter, if you look at any musician, for each song, if they take off one note, they have to stick to that note. They cannot change that note. Can they change? It is not allowed. So also, this Savitri mantra happens to be in Gayatri Chandas, Gayatri meter. And this meter is supposed to be respected. And there is no choice. That's why whether we chant along with Vahurti, technical, or without Vahurti, that has also its own impact. These are supposed to be learnt before. And why again it is called Gayatri? Not only because of the Chandas meter, we say Gayantam Trayate. By chanting which one feels protected. And this is Samhita Devata, Savitru Devata, takes care of it. The sun god takes care of it. And interestingly, we say Gayatri mantra is Mahavakya. Here Gayatri mantra means Savitri mantra, which is in Gayatri Chandas, popularly known as Gayatri mantra. It by itself, it is Mahavakya. Especially when you come to this bhakti moment, and that to eastern part of India, who happens to be Odisha, one of the hub of it, they'll say, look, this Gayatri, all these things are very ordinary. We are chanting Mahamantra, that to Mahamantra of Kali Yuga. What a confusion. And what is that Mahamantra of Kali Yuga? Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So you can kill few mosquitoes, okay? You should go to different ashrams, listen to, especially having food time, okay? Before Hare Rama, they must be cursing themselves when the other things are coming, okay? Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I remember. So there was one Italian Swami, okay? I can't forget him. When he chants, he will be chanting, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. We used to have good fun. Joke apart, not disrespecting anybody. That when we look at this mantra Gayatri, this is Mahavakya. Means Jiva Brahma Aikya Bodhaka Vakyam iti. Where the Jivatma and Paramatma identifications there. And not only that, also through this Savitri mantra, which is in Gayatri Chandas, popularly known as Gayatri mantra, one can prepare one's own mind to understand Paramatma. That means what? It is not only directly, also indirectly reveals what? Brahma, Atma, Aikyam. That's why this is called Gayatri. And here he says that Hamsa mantra is not only Gayatri, it is called Ajapā Gayatrī. Without being chanted, it is Gayatri. Because Hamsa is nothing. Again what? Jiva Brahma Aikya Bodhaka Vakyam. Is it clear? In fact, this Hamsa becomes the shortest mantra, which explains in detail systematically Jiva Brahma Aikyam. Aikyam means oneness, okay? There is no difference between the individuality and the totality. Jiva and Brahma, Atma and Paramatma, or Jivatma and Paramatma. Because aham saha iti, me indeed is that. Saha stands for the Ishwaraha, Saha stands for Brahman, Paramatma. So this aham saha iti is called Hamsa. And second thing says beautifully, Yoginam mokṣadayinim. As Gayatri gives moksha, the Savitri mantra, so also this Hamsa is mokṣadayini, gives moksha, liberation, giver of moksha. To whom? Yogis, not common people. As Gayatri gives moksha to whom? Dvijanam. So those who are twice born, not everybody. That's why Gayatri mantra is to be done, whatever popularly, only after Upanayanam, not before. However, coming back to the point, because these are the technical points I cannot, then he says secondly, asyaha sankalpa matrena. So this Gayatri mantra, sankalpa matrena, just by mere sankalpa, sarva papaihi pramuchyate. One becomes free from all papa. How is it possible? It's a very big statement is being made here. Sankalpa matrena. So what is sankalpa culturally? Let us look at. Generally, if you observe, any rituals you do, except one group, okay? So you do sankalpa. Once you take sankalpa, you are not supposed to utter any unnecessary words. Generally, you are supposed to be in mauna. Because the rule is, once you have taken sankalpa, whatever you say, that has to be respected by everybody, including you. If it is not respected, the whole ritual will not have impact. That's why, remember the story of Nachiketas. Even though his father, out of anger, said, go to hell, what we say common language, when you get angry, means I will give you to Lord Death. Then what did he do? He took up. Because he knew, being brought up in this culture, because my father was in Sankalpa, was doing ritual, if I don't respect, even if he did out of anger, all the ritual will not have impact. That's why when we do Sankalpa, it means till I complete that ritual, all my words must be at least respected by me. Is it clear? To start with. Then what happens? Suppose you have done Sankalpa for puja. That time your telephone starts ringing. So what you do? So you get up, take the telephone, hello, hello, keep it down. Can you see this point? Somebody puts the calling bell, you get up and open the door. Puja is in halfway. Not supposed to be. Because when you yourself are not respecting your words, how can the God will deliver whatever you want? So when you start compromising, definitely your word will not have any impact in others. In fact, you will be considered as a joker. Means valueless person. That's why we make it very clear, including Swamiji's, that Swami is well respected who keeps the word. Whatever it may happen. If the words are broken according to your convenience, your insecurity or whatever, that means what? Your energy goes down that moment. In fact, whole Ramayana is based on this. Dasaratha gave the word to Vishwamitra. That, yes, whatever you ask, I'll give it. Then Vishwamitra asks, I want Rama and Lakshmana, both the sons. For what? To fight with these demons. They are young, they cannot. However, I will join. In fact, because Dasaratha had already fought on behalf of gods. So I will come and fight. Vishwamitra said, sorry. You have agreed to give both Rama and Lakshmana. Makes no difference to me. If you don't want to give, I am going to go back. Because Vishwamitra wanted to train Rama and Lakshmana for future. That was his target. Even though it was tough. It was not a joke. But because Rama and Lakshmana went along with Vishwamitra, that's why they got all the weapons to fight against Ravana, Kumbhakarna, etc. Or else it was impossible. So this is the impact of, called words, and this is what we call Sankalpa, ritualistically. When you say, till this puja gets over, till my japa is over, you understand? I am continuing. And why I am doing japam? What is the common thing? Mamopata, samasta, duritaksha dvara, Shri Parameswara Prityartham. So we start with that. Chitta Suddhyartham. Sometimes you add your personal things. Mama ayu arogya aishwaryanam abhivrudhyartham dhanadhanya samriddhyartham sakala aishwarya praptyartham mama sahakutumbanam kshemasthirya dhairya virya vijaya. Do you add all these things or not? And if you want visheshataha, pramukataha, you have different words we have, okay? In specific, in predominance. Okay? So you can add Mama Yatra, Supadartham, anything you want to add, you can add it. So when you do this sankalpa in a ritualistical way, you respect, you maintain. And then only when you maintain that japa or that puja has to bring the result. Is it clear? Whereas if you don't maintain that and you expect, oh, I have been doing puja, nothing is happening. Hey, when did you do puja? You are not doing puja. You are bargaining. You are wondering. So that's why he uses this word, asyaha sankalpa matrena sarva papei pramuchyate. Do you know why? Because this sankalpa, other sankalpa is for half an hour, 1 hour, or 2 hours, or 1 day or 2 days. That too with a break. Whereas this sankalpa, Ajapā Gayatrī mantra sankalpa, there is no break. 365 days into. You understand? And once you get into this sankalpa, where is papam? With this, I'll tell one small story and I'll stop it related to papam. Today, class. I remember, this is a very, very popular story in Kashi Vishwanatha, Varanasi. That, so we all believe here that whoever takes bath, take dip in the Ganges, becomes free from all papas. And it works. It's not belief, it's truth. But as usual, one atheist. So atheist means what? Those who are highly intellectual without following any discipline. Total indisciplined fellows. So they are basically called atheist. However, so he challenged. He said, how is it possible? So if all the papas goes away just by taking dip, so that means what happens? Where is papam? That means Ganga will be the worst. Maybe that's why Ganga is dirty. Not necessary. Please. That's why Ganges water is only one water in all over the world. It never generates bacteria. Even if the dirty Ganga water you keep in a bottle, it will not smell. Amazing. Coming back. So this person went to Lord Shiva and asked this question. I have my own doubt. Lord Shiva says, I also think so. Let us do this. So what they did, Lord Shiva, Parvati, so both of them arrived in a different form. What is the form? Lord Shiva was very old and having lot of disease and lie down almost, about to die. Parvati, beautiful woman, sit there, started crying. Look, my husband in such a last stage, but I have come all the way. Somebody said, if somebody can give a drop of water from Ganges and who considers that he has no papam, and with that, my husband will be cured. Please help me, please help me. Each one came and did, no, I have done papam, I have lot of papam, finally. But finally what happens? So someone brings water and gives. Then Parvati stops. Are you sure you don't have papam? Yes, I had done a lot of papam. But the moment I took a dip in the Ganges, I don't have any papam, I am free now. With that conviction, when it was being given, of course Lord Shiva finally appears. The story goes further. If this is the case, how does Mother Ganga manages papam? Very simple. Through the sun, the papam gets evaporated. And the Vayu Devata, the wind god, takes care of it. So as you take deep, and when you just get out of water or inside the water, you start breathing. So the moment your thought becomes different, through the breathing, again Papa gets in. You understand? This is called Sankalpa, impact. So if you are in Sankalpa, things has to work in life. More of it. We'll see on Monday.